Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to solve quadratic equations. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell button to turn on notifications. Okay, let's get started. Quadratic equations are equations with one variable and the highest exponent of the variable is 2. Its standard form looks like ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Here, x is the variable. A, b, and c are known values. A cannot be 0. Now let's talk about solving quadratic equations. For some quadratic equations, we can solve them by factoring, which sounds familiar, right? If you forgot how to factor polynumerals, we've posted some links in this video's description for you to practice. Let's try the first example by factoring out the greatest common factors. 3x squared plus 12x equals 0. The left side of the equation is a polynumeral. Both terms have a common factor, 3x. So we factor 3x out and get 3x times parentheses x plus 4 parentheses equals 0. We already know when the product of two terms is 0, then at least one of them should be 0. Here, the equation equals 0, so x or x plus 4 should be 0. And we get the solution x equals 0 or x equals negative 4. We usually call the solution of quadratic equations roots. Here, the roots are x equals 0 or x equals negative 4. By factoring out the common factor, the quadratic equation becomes the product of two simple linear equations. In this way, the quadratic equation is simplified and it is easier to find the solution. It's cool, right? Let's look at the second example. 4x squared minus 9 equals 0. Here, 4x squared is the square of 2x. And 9 is the square of 3. So we can use the square difference formula to factor the left side of the equation and get parentheses 2x plus 3 times parentheses 2x minus 3 equals 0. As we just learned, when 2x plus 3 equals 0 or 2x minus 3 equals 0, the equation equals to 0. So we just need to solve these two simple linear equations to get the solution. In the equation, 2x plus 3 equals 0. Move 3 to the other side and change the sign, and we get 2x equals negative 3. Now divide by 2 on both sides to get x equals negative 3 over 2. In the equation, 2x minus 3 equals 0, move minus 3 to the other side and change the sign to get 2x equals 3. Divide by 2 on both sides and get x equals 3 over 2. So the equation has two roots, x equals negative 3 over 2 or x equals 3 over 2. Now, did you remember that we can use the perfect square formula to factor polynumerals? That is a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared equals parentheses a plus or minus b parentheses squared. It can also be applied to solving equations. Let's try this method together. X squared plus 10x plus 25 equals 0. Here, 25 is the square of 5. 10x equals 2 times 5 times x. So, the perfect square formula can be used and the equation turns into parentheses x plus 5 squared equals 0. Only when x plus 5 equals 0 will the equation be equal to 0. As a result, we get x equals negative 5. This equation has only one root, which is x equals negative 5. Now, can you guess which other factoring methods can solve the equation as well? Yes, the answer is the crossing method, also called the FOIL method. Let's try solving an equation together in this way. 3x squared plus 5x minus 28 equals 0. Here, 28 can be the product of 1 and negative 28, negative 1 and 28, 2 and negative 14, negative 2 and 14, 4 and negative 7, or negative 4 and 7. Let's cross multiply them with x and 3x. As we can see, only the pairs 4 and negative 7 will bring us 5x. So the equation can be factored out into parentheses x plus 4 times parentheses 3x minus 7 equals 0. When x plus 4 equals 0 or 3x minus 7 equals 0, the equation equals 0. Solving these two simple linear equations will get the two roots, x equals negative 4 or x equals 7 over 3. That's all for today. You may ask, how do you solve quadratic equations that cannot be factored out? Great question. We will show you other methods in the next video. Stay tuned. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or email us at question@beatmath.com. We will try to answer all your questions in a future video, and the most common questions will be given priority. See you next time!